Over the last couple of years, investment in digital altcoins has become incredibly lucrative, with many young investors using the opportunity to become more wealthy than you could ever imagine. But with the huge variety of cryptocurrencies out there to choose from, it can be difficult to know precisely where to start and what to look for before buying a specific one. So what information should you know before taking the next step to becoming a millionaire? And which altcoin should you be looking out for at the moment? Well, whether you're new onto the scene or just want to know as much as possible about this new form of digital investment, you've come to the right place, as we're about to explore some new 100x crypto coins that you should definitely be watching right about now. So strap yourselves in and get ready for an informative ride, as things are about to get interesting. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe with the notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of the new videos we post. The meaning of 100x in the crypto world. The first thing you should probably know before diving into the world of crypto is how to actually establish whether the altcoin you are buying is one that will end up being a good investment or not. A term which is often used to describe the growth potential of a specific cryptocurrency is that of the coin in question being 100x, which essentially refers to the ability of the digital currency to bring you a gain which is practically 100 times what you invested in the first place. Discovering an altcoin that is 100 times is pretty difficult though, and requires the investor to find a form of cryptocurrency which is fundamentally strong but has a relatively low valuation across the board. Realistically speaking, this coin will have to have a market cap of under 10 million US dollars. Although it is possible for an altcoin with an impressive market cap to reach 100x status once more, think of Bitcoin for example, which has always had a high return. The best way to actually find these coins is to subscribe to a specific platform, such as CoinGecko.com or Coinbase, where you'll be able to scroll through the various crypto coins and see what their respective market caps are. Many of these platforms also have a discovery feature, which allows you to see what altcoins are actually trending at the moment. It's best that you stay away from those trending coins though, as once they are trending, it is almost too late to be able to make a killing off of them. You have to be almost on the scene before the altcoin has started to trend if you want to secure a 100x gain. Since the market is mostly pay to play at the moment, with most new launches taking place on platforms like Polka Starter and Binance Launchpad, it might do you good to subscribe to such platforms and buy the necessary tokens that allow you to access these new investment opportunities. The only problem with this method is that the tokens in question often cost thousands of dollars, making it next to impossible for the average person to start dealing in cryptocurrencies of the like, if you can afford the entrance fee. However, this is an incredible way to get ahead of the competition, as you will literally have the ability to be the first to invest in a particular altcoin. If you don't have the type of funds required, a subscription will still be helpful though, as these platforms sometimes run specials and promotional deals that can be taken advantage of. Last but not least, to know whether an altcoin is undervalued or not, you have to take a look at the total value locked (TVL) of the crypto coin. If a form of digital currency has a TVL of around 0.97, this means that the total value locked of the coin is nearly identical to the market cap of that coin. In other words, its valuation is right on the money and correctly reflects what the market has accepted it to be. If the TVL of that altcoin is lower, however, this reflects that there are far more assets locked in the platform than the market value of the altcoin actually reflects. In other words, cryptocurrencies with a low TVL score are criminally undervalued and thus a pretty good chance of gaining you a 100x return. Just keep in mind that regardless of what the TVL score of the altcoin is, an investment in the market can always be incredibly risky. This is why you should never invest more than you are willing to lose. It's a tip that can save you from losing everything, so be safe out there when you're trying to make your millions. Now that you understand the gist of what it means to find a 100x altcoin, let's take a look at the market right now and bring you some of the crypto coins that you should definitely be looking out for. Who knows, maybe one of them ends up making you rich. Number 1. Bitcoin. First up on our list is Bitcoin, which is considered by many to be the grandmaster of all altcoins. And while it may be true that Bitcoin is the closest you'll ever find to a blue chip crypto coin, there's always a chance that something as popular as this altcoin can blow up once more. Bitcoin started to dominate the cryptocurrency back in January of 2009, when mining of the altcoin truly began, but it wasn't until December of 2017 that the crypto coin really took off, reaching an incredible high of 20,000 US dollars per coin. This was more than a gain of 100x, considering that the original pace before the hike was sitting at around 400 US dollars per coin. Like the majority of 100x altcoins, however, Bitcoin then spent some time decreasing in value until it reached an approximate amount of $3,234 by the end of that popular year. Fast forward to January of this year, and we once more saw a rise in value. value, with Bitcoin reaching an insane high of $40,000 per coin. Since it has a market cap of around $1 trillion, you wouldn't really expect Bitcoin to take off time and time again, as you think the market would be flooded with sales and that would likely bring the coin to a standstill as far as value is concerned. That being said, the altcoin has consistently proven that it has a growth rate that is beyond anything we have ever seen. And since Bitcoin has accounted for around 69% of the entirety of the cryptocurrency market, it is by far one of the most popular altcoins out there. In fact, although it is still considered to be a volatile investment, the fact that it is globally recognized pays dividends on its own. Bitcoin will most likely remain as one of the best digital investments on the market in the coming years, making it as close of a sure thing as possible. In other words, it definitely has 100x potential. Number 2. Bitcoin Cash. Another impressive crypto coin is actually based on Bitcoin and comes in the form of what has been known as Bitcoin Cash. For those of you who don't know, cryptocurrencies are often predicted by something called blockchain technology, which is used to store information about the specific altcoin transactions in blocks of data. When these specific blocks are filled with data, the chain becomes longer, causing the transaction rate to become a lot slower. Since Bitcoin has reached an incredible amount of popularity in such a short time, this resulted in quite a massive chain accompanying the crypto coin. And since each block coin could only store around 1 megabyte of data, transactions were found to take a lot longer and be associated with a lot more transaction fees at the end of the day. This is why a new cryptocurrency by the name of Bitcoin Cash was created, which had the ability to store around 8 megabytes of data in each of the requisite blocks. With a smaller chain, Bitcoin Cash transactions can be said to be a lot cheaper than regular Bitcoin, as well as a lot faster, making them perfect for mining operations. As a result of the innovation that Bitcoin Cash has brought, it has definitely got some 100x potential. In fact, experts have for quite some time now foretold of a time where Bitcoin Cash will reach the same market value as the regular digital currency it was based on. Since it has yet to reach this all-time high, there is no better time to invest in Bitcoin Cash than now. Just keep in mind that this shouldn't be your first dabbling into the cryptocurrency market, as the value of Bitcoin Cash can rise and fall quite drastically. In other words, if you want to see 100x potential, you will have to watch the overall valuations like a hawk, but at the end of the day should have a greater return. Number 3. Ethereum. Last but not least, we have the Ethereum platform, which was created to uphold the philosophy behind all altcoins. For those of you who haven't quite stumbled upon this information, the philosophy of crypto has always been aimed at the decentralization of currency in general. We live in a society where purchasing things online is far easier than taking a trip to the mall, where purchasing things online can be a hassle when you are dealing in different currencies. You can try your best to guess what the actual value of the item you are trying to buy is, but will never know the true amount until you actually click buy. Altcoins were created to change this by establishing a currency that holds the same value wherever you are in the world. The Ethereum platform has gone a step further than this, and not only wanting to decentralize money in general, but the internet itself by replacing servers around the world with nodes. The platform allows users to exchange altcoins called Ether and currently holds a market cap of around $139 billion. But experts have estimated that the growth of Ether is nowhere near to what it could be, since the Ethereum platform can also be used to host a great number of altcoins besides Ether. In other words, not only do investors profit from one of the best altcoins that the market has to offer, they also benefit from the use of the Ethereum platform itself. Because of how much easier the platform makes investment into altcoins, many choose to pick up a few Ether for themselves. And with rumors that Ether is about to hit an all-time high, it might just be time for you to do the same. But remember, try not to invest more than you can afford to lose. Now, what do you think of our 100x picks? Be sure to let us know in the comment section down below.